Sean Sewell with Engearment.com. Welcome to a little holiday episode on the Engearment Holiday Gift Guide. We just launched this week, hopefully in time for many of you to purchase gifts for loved ones, for whatever holidays you celebrate. Hanukkah, Christmas, birthdays. We have a lot of birthdays in December. Or just gifts in general. This is a gift guide that we put together, the Engearment teammates and myself. Every item in there has been tested. We have a video review for it on our YouTube channel and or a written review for people who don't do the videos. So everything's vetted, unlike, and I'm not trying to blow out somebody else's flame, but a lot of gift guides out there are curated or paid for or sponsored. This is not. This is all stuff that we have either purchased and tested or have been sent to test, and we feel that it's good enough to recommend for people we care about. So with that disclosure in mind, let's hop into the Engearment Holiday Gift Guide 2023 edition. It's a big one. Okay, so I'll preface with the Engearment Holiday Gift Guide 2023 is here. The Engearment team has compiled a comprehensive list of the gear they recommend for your outdoor loving friends and family. The writers have thoroughly tested each item to ensure they meet and exceed the wildest of expectations. Each item has been reviewed on Engearment and or has a dedicated YouTube video review, so you know this is legit gear. And where possible, the red highlighted links are usually affiliate links. These do not cost money to you. This is our way of working with these companies, and they compensate us like 3 or 4 or 5% if a person clicks on it. So they do not pay for the videos. We turn on the sponsorship videos all the time, but want to disclose that with you. So we are ethical and open with you. The very first one is my favorite jacket. Such a favorite jacket of mine that I actually went out and purchased another one. They sent me one before pre-production, Patagonia Nano Air Light Hybrid Jacket. I think I have 2 or 3 videos on it because I'm so excited about it. And I wear it every day. It's just in my office, the blue one. Basically what it is a active insulation piece that has fleece of 3/4 of the body, the back and the under the arms. Makes for a great hiking jacket, great backcountry skiing or splitboarding jacket, great mid layer or outer layer on warmer days, great casual piece. It's a slim fit, so in the video of the videos I shot for it, you'll see how it fits on a person. It's not boxy like the Nano Air is, which is a great jacket. And we have a review on the new Nano Air. It's updated. But I didn't include in the guide because I feel like the Nano Air Light Hybrid covers more territory. And it's just fantastic. Men's and women's available. Jacket, which will have no hood or with a hood. I think there's even a vest. Going on to Ibex. Ibex Paradox shirt. Usually I'm wearing that right now. I'm wearing the cool version of that shirt. When I mean version, it is natural materials, merino wool, and tencel. Tencel comes from eucalyptus. So this is the cool version that I live in all the time, and I like it because it's got a little pocket, and right now I have my microphone in the pocket. But the Ibex is the same idea. Half and half, half wool, half eucalyptus, breathable, about a 150 weight, super attractive. They sent me one. I went out and bought 4 more. So there's my testimony to why I recommend it in the holiday gift guide. Outdoor Research Helium Down Hoodie. We have a lot of experience with down hoodies. A lot. So much so that we created a series of comparison videos on YouTube. It's actually our #1 video. Out of 1,800 videos and 6 million views this year, the one that's viewed the most is the down jacket comparison. And this is one of my favorites out of that. And the reason I chose it is because it hits a lot of factors that I look for in a jacket for myself or one that I'd recommend to you or your loved ones. It has 800 fill down. Awesome. That is like the gold standard. There's a higher course count than that. You're going to pay a lot more for it, and there's lower. And lower is okay. 800 is what you want, or a little bit higher. Has Pertex Quantum Diamond Fuse Shell. We've been testing out this version of this material across different brands as well, Mountain Hardware, other companies, and it's just probably the most resilient and tough outer shell for the size and weight. So you don't have to go for a 70 denier like Carhartt style. You can go down in denier. Denier is a measurement of thickness of fiber. 1 denier is one hair. So think about it that way. So this is like 20 denier, but it feels like it could handle 50 to 80. So for saving weight, that's good. Anyways, it's also got waterproof Pertex in the shoulders and on the hood, so you can get away with most Colorado weather in the winter with this jacket. Plus, it's the most cost-effective of the ones compared to the Patagonia, the Arc'teryx, the North Face. I have a dozen in the comparison video. Outdoor Research was, I think, the second cheapest. And they make great stuff. Love them. Helly Hansen Life Active Solon Hoodie. Helly Hansen has really reinvigorated their stuff. If you don't know, Helly Hansen's been around since like the 1870s or 1880s. So they're pretty well established. You think like Patagonia is 50 years, which is freaking awesome, right? North Face, 50 years, and all these companies, 50 years from Engearment. Yeah, then you look over at Helly Hansen, you're like, 150 years, and then some. They're good. Anyways, I have a review on a crazy guide-built jacket. I won't go on a tangent. The Backcountry Odin, there's a review on that. It's an expensive jacket, which is why I did not include it in the guide. But the Active Solon, our good dear friend, the Doctor of Stoke, Kate Agathan, has a written review on that. She loves it. It's good stuff. And then we get into some clothing. I mentioned I like merino wool. Well, I love merino wool. And then I found a company out of Colorado, out of Telluride to be specific, that makes travel-friendly, sport-friendly, eco-friendly merino wool shirts and clothing. So I sent over a polo shirt. Yeah, I have a polo shirt. So one day a year I'll wear that for family photos or something. But it's wool, so I will wear it. But for those of you who take life a little more seriously than I do, great shirt for golfing or casual or happy hour, stuff like that. Fair price point, all good stuff. Local to us here in Colorado. You can see the sign kind of background. Colorado Personal Fitness is my fitness company. Then again, more wool. You're not going to get out of this guide without buying wool. Swiftwick socks. I give it the attention over to my friend and colleague Ryan Humphreys over at Existence Athletics. My brother from another mother, one of my best friends. He's such a great guy. He has a great review on the Swiftwick Flight socks, which he loves. And then our East Coast bro, Andrew Pietrowski. Just an absolute stud. Please follow him on Instagram. Guy's running ultra marathons. He's got a kiddo, climbing walls, swinging kettlebells. Absolute badass. He as well covers those Swiftwick socks from a different point of view. I can tell you they both agree they're great socks, which is why we included it in the guide. We don't waste your time, guys. All right, then we bring in Devin Dowd. She's a female badass. She's a coach at our gym, Existence Athletics. She's the Energizer Bunny. I have energy. I work hard. It shows and all that stuff. Devin is just right there. Just I look over and she's keeping track with me. Tough woman. She has a lot of content, and just awesome person. In this guide, I included her review of the Camelback Zephyr Pro vest. I believe Andrew Pietrowski has one as well. It's a really nice hiking and trail running vest. She took it over to the Grand Canyon. She shot this cool video. GoPro sent over a camera for Devin and then took it out to the desert and ran around with this Camelback Zephyr Pro vest. It's a cool video. But also the gear is cool. If you have a runner in your life, get him a vest. There's a lot of cool ones. We have more reviews on Camelback coming up, as well as other companies, but this one's pretty well rounded. All right, the easiest gift to give here. I wish I pulled it out for this video. It's the BioLite Alpenglow Mini. It's this little itty bitty light. It's got to be the size of maybe a couple of these. It's our Beacon Bash, which I'll get into in a different podcast. I was going to combine them, but there's no way. I'm too passionate about the Beacon Bash, and I'm very passionate about this, and I don't want to take away from either of the big things we're doing right now. Okay, the Alpenglow Mini is a USB-C rechargeable. Yeah, forget about the USB micro crap. It's USB-C rechargeable. It does a million different colors. You can program it. It is my favorite little light. It's like $30, 150 lumens. It's a no-brainer. Stocking stuffer, good present for a camping person. Backyards, but it's great. Can't recommend it enough. Okay, if a person has an iPhone or other phones, I don't care about other phones, then the case I recommend the most is the Peak Design case. Here it is, one right here. I like it so much that they sent me actually every color they make. So here's the black one, here's the blue one, my phone I have on today, the green one, because why not? Have an orange one. It's just very well made. Plays safely with the MagSafe charger, so you can charge it. But the cool part is there's a system, a very, very useful system of mounts. So this one right here magnetically mounts onto the dash of my truck, on my 4Runner, and does not fall off. I've taken it off-roading. speeds faster than I should go, and I should not mention on public access. And it holds on, doesn't fall off. There is this cutout here. There's a bike version that'll actually clip into place, so you can mountain bike with your phone, in case you're that person who wants to do that. So, Peak Design. And I can't say enough good things about Peak Design. My tripod that I use for a lot of our shoots is a Peak Design. My backpack right out of frame that I carry my drone and cameras in is a Peak Design. My everyday carry backpack oftentimes is a Peak Design. My luggage is a Peak Design. My DOP kit's a Peak Design. I like Peak Design. Yeah, just leave it at that. They're the best. All right, this one's kind of bougie. Recently, I got my wife a refrigerator for her car. That just sounds weird, right? So I always have a Dometic fridge in my truck, and I keep, drinks of various kinds and food in there at all times. And I have a solar panel on top of the truck on the rooftop tent, and it powers the cooler. And I've had that for 3 or 4 years, and I love it. But I was thinking it'd be great to get my wife a smaller one, like a 25 liter. Mine's 55, which is overkill for one person, unless you just need to eat that much food, and I don't know why you would. But 25 is a nice spot for even a couple and a dog. So this company reached out called Bouge RV. I don't know if they knew what bougie means, but Bouge RV. And they said, hey, we got this new 25 liter cooler that will trickle charge off of an accessory port off of most major new cars. And I was thinking, whoa, this could be a great opportunity for people who don't have a solar system on their car, or extra batteries, or other overlanding stuff that might be, obtrusive. They're just everyday people. And my wife keeps a meticulously clean car, just ridiculous. Won't go into it. She has the cleanest car I've ever seen in my life. But she keeps this fridge, this 25 liter fridge, in her trunk at all times, plugs it into the 12 volt cigarette lighter port, if you will, and just leaves it in there year round. And now she carries her LaCroix and non-alcoholic rosé in there, and extra water bottles. We have this Fuji water bottle we keep refilling for our dog Chloe, and or like a perfect bottle, like a peanut butter sandwich, something to keep in the fridge, and it just works. And I thought I was going to kill the battery, because I'm like, why would we put an appliance in the vehicle and plug it in when the vehicle is off? This is just, in my mind, a recipe for disaster. Nope, it works. It automatically shuts off when the voltage of the battery gets to a lower level. So her car starts every time, and she's got a strawberry LaCroix ready to go, and life's good. So that's the Bouge RV fridge. There's different sizes too, and they have a crazy sale going on. And I'm trying to get this video up on Black Friday so you can get the best deals here. Nomadic travel backpack. Do I have it? Yeah, it's right here. This is my current everyday carry backpack. I kid you not, there it is. It is kitted out. What the heck does Sean carry there? Well, a little Sony camera, lenses, food, laptop, all the batteries and chargers. I've got like a 100 watt battery in here. Just tons. I got a 16-inch MacBook Pro right here. I got an iPad Pro, and it all fits really well. And yeah, I bike to work with this backpack. It's about 45 pounds, but that's why I left those heavy kettlebells, so we can carry a heavy-ass backpack, so we can make the content for you at a whim's notice. Oh, there's some stuff I want to show you here in a minute, camera stuff. Okay, so Nomadic makes those durable, water-resistant, I'd say waterproof backpacks. Fun fact, one of my clients that I trained with kettlebells, his brother is Ryan Johnson, who is, if you know, is the director of Glass Onion series, and he asked me what kind of gift to get his brother. No pressure to get the director of some of my favorite movies. What would he get? He got that. We picked out that backpack from Nomadic. Thought that'd be a really great backpack for him, and him being a director and a camera guy, well, might have the same backpack. That's pretty cool. And yes, he has another movie coming out, and I hope I did not spoil that. But some of the fun stuff behind the scenes we get to do outside of just the gear with the fitness world as well. Okay, Nomadic, they have a whole bunch of stuff for other backpacks too. The Peter McKinnon line is worth checking out if you have a camera person in your life. The Maven B7 binoculars, 8x25. Now, I've tested quite a few binoculars, and there's some in our gift guide that I recommend from last year. Knox Provision, great price point, really well made. I took my Knox to a football game here a month ago, and we were able to spot like all the detail in the field and the players running around. It was cool. But when you get to professional level optics, things get noticeably better. And not that the Knox, I'm not knocking on the Knox. That's what I was trying to get to. But the Mavens are up there, like Sikorsky, like that's. And if you're a hunter, you know good optics, and you pay for it. $600 for these binoculars, which is actually a fair price compared to some of the other ones we typically looking at. So I was trying to figure out how to shoot a video to showcase what you see with these. So I went up using my drone to show where the lenses reach to and the clarity and compare it. That was a pretty fun video to put together. It got a little creative. So if you have a hunter in your life or a bird person, what would that be? Like the Audubon Society? Anyway, person who likes nature might be a really, really nice gift for them. And then we get into some fitness and some comfort and health stuff here. So my job outside of running Engearment and testing gear and working with these companies is I'm a fitness professional by trade. I train people in person and online, and I have a course online. I have a book. I'm in some books with Pavel and Strong First. I take health and wellness very seriously, and I shared that in my why episode of why health is so important to me. It's not about aesthetics, it's about quality of life. Now I feel quality of life includes outside recreation and communication and community, and also rest and recovery, which leads me to these two next products, which my wife and I have been using 3 or 4 years, and it literally, these have changed our life. And if they're a big investment, this is the most expensive thing in this category, but here we go. The 8 Sleep Pod 3. You might have heard of this on Tim Ferriss or Andrew Huberman. Like them, I was sent the Pod 3 and to give it an honest review, and I've had it for a year now, and it is awesome. No maintenance. There's an app that will show you, if you want, your levels of sleep. REM, light sleep, deep sleep, resting heart rate variability. That's really clutch on recovery. Respiration, how many times you're breathing. And then it has some meditation little segments on the app, like 10-minute long. Like, make it 2 hours, make it an hour. I want to fall asleep to it. I want a 10-minute meditation thing. But anyways, it's really good. And you hear all the big-time podcasters who are sponsored by them. I turned down the sponsorship. I just wanted to review it. So the Pod 3, I had a couple of my clients pick it up last week, and yeah, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. The other company in this space as well, is Chili Sleep. Now, it's the same concept, just a different build, and the main difference with the Chili Sleep and the 8 Sleep is the Chili Sleep, you can take the cover off and wash it, which you can't do with the 8 Sleep, and the Chili Sleep also has on-off buttons on the unit, so you do not have to have an app to control it. So I go over this in the comparison video, but I just wanted to share you some time right there. Both of them are the same price, both of them do the same thing, both of them require a subscription if you want to track your heart rate variability, respiration, deep sleep, light sleep, and REM sleep. Okay. Big purchase, but big reward. Ski and snowboard. Okay, I have two of my favorite split boards right there from my good friends Weston. I am so excited to get back to split boarding this year. I lost all season last year with broken feet, surgeries galore, injuries. So this year I'm super excited to get back to it. And the two big players I'm excited to work with and recommend to you and your families is Arbor and Weston. Arbor is like the Patagonia of snowboards, super eco-friendly, like just leading the charge. It's a fantastic podcast with them going over their decisions to use Kona wood and just, revolutionize the snowboard industry and make super high quality boards, and they lowered the price. Like the split board I have recommended in here, the Landmark, they sent me, and it's in the other room mounted, ready to go up in a couple weeks when there's actually snow, but the price is $699 for a split board, which is hundreds of dollars less than other split boards out there, and it's no less quality. So it's, if a person in your family is a snowboarder, they make snowboards as well. Devin Dowd has a snowboard she's going to be testing for them, as well as bindings, and good bindings. But I'm a split boarder, and that's what I care about, and that's what I can talk about. I wrote the book on split boarding. It's right there. Boom. How to take your snowboarding into the backcountry. That could be a gift. It's like $7 on Amazon, and if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. But anyways, literally sometimes I can joke, not sometimes, all the time, that I wrote the book on split boarding because I love it that much. So there's my recommendation for a budget-friendly, budget is just a fair price on a split board. That'd be the Landmark. Then Weston. Back to Weston. My friends, my Familia here in Denver, Colorado. We're actually co-hosting the Beacon Bash again for the 6th time. So love Weston, love what they're doing. That board right behind me doesn't really exist. There's only 5 in the world. My friend Sean Eno and I have one. I don't know where the other 3 are. Probably Leo has one. But it is a Ha-Ani collaboration with the Tlingit Native Americans. That means our land. And so proceeds from that board go to a good cause. And that is the Ridgeline, designed by Vernon Kay, retired Marine and also a Native American. So Weston does a really good job of being connected to the people in a lot of ways. And couldn't be more happy to work with them. Now you're going to need goggles and helmets to take your skiing and snowboarding and splitboarding into a safe place. And then Cody Townsend. You've heard of Cody Townsend. We met with him last weekend for a project, and I love Cody. Such a great guy. I'm wearing his arcade belt right here. Just out of shot, I have his helmet and his sunglasses. Let's talk about the sunglasses. The Smith Pursuit sunglasses. Cody designed these. It's a cool sunglass. My wife hates them because they're big and functional. They're great for touring, for backcountry skiing, or running or biking. I use them for biking too. It's a category 2 to 4, which is alpine, photochromic lens with glacier shield on the side. It's fantastic. It plays nicely with this Smith helmet as well, the Summit helmet, which is the ultralight, triple rated climbing, skiing, snowboarding, splitboarding helmet that Cody designed. It's also the Smith Vantage helmet, which is my personal choice for all-round use, and it just looks sharp. It's the one I give gifts the most, and I think of the 3 I have here, the Vantage will probably be the one that most people go with. If you want a little more budget-friendly, like around $100, $120, the Smith Method helmet is an outstanding offer, and all those helmets I'm recommending have MIPS. I would never recommend a helmet without MIPS. MIPS, multiple impact protection system. Again, if you're going to do things right, just go all the way and do them the best possible. MIPS is the best version of protection. It's not that you can hit your head multiple times. Don't misread that. It just has you covered a little more efficiently. And then other goggles, Zeal out of Colorado. Love Zeal. They make great stuff. They actually have a collaboration goggle with the Ha-Ani Alliance, and that is the Cloudfall goggle. And it also has what they call automatic plus lens, which is a photochromic categories 1 through 3, which is probably the categories you want the most in the lens. Good stuff, really good stuff. And they're also a co-host of our Beacon Bash, so thank you, Zeal. BCA, again, BCA is a Colorado-based company. Backcountry Access, they make great beacons. They make the comms that I use, walkie-talkies. They're fantastic. They sent over a really approachable backpack that I included in the guide. They sent over my favorite, the Stash 40, which is more for guides or people who like to overpack, like myself. But for the general population of backcountry users, the Stash 22 or Stash Pro 22 and 30 would be more in line, as well as a safety kit in there. Got a nice coverage for you on that. That would be a really good gift for a person getting into backcountry, skier or snowboarder. That'd be a nice backpack. Shoes. We have feet, and they work. Thank God, because I had surgery on both my feet this year, and I'm so flippin' thankful to be able to actually put on shoes and go do things again. But Allbirds, one of my favorite companies to work with, from the eco perspective, I love what they do. They took wool, and they took eucalyptus and sugarcane, and they made it into a shoe that looks good and works great. And in our fitness application, it's one of my favorite shoes to recommend. The Zero Drop is fantastic, all about it. Sometimes a little bit more heel is good. Not quite Hoka level, which I do like Hokas for other reasons. But the Allbirds fit the category for just function, durability, natural, almost carbon neutral, durable. I have a pair of wool runners from 3 or 4 years ago. I just put them in a sink with some soap and water, and then I air dry them, and they're good to go. They're fantastic. So we have the Wool Runner 2 reviewed, as well as my favorite, the Super Light Tree Runners. And then our good friend Devin Dowd covers the Tree Runners, which are the eucalyptus versions. We got the wool, we got the eucalyptus, and and a mixture of sugarcane. Good stuff. Then Devin, bless her, comes up with a Hoka Speed Goat 5 trail running shoe. She's a very active runner. Speed Goat 5 is a really badass shoe. And Hokas make... This is what's funny. I've had Steven Soshin from Zero Shoes on the podcast. I had the author of Born to Run on our podcast. I myself train barefoot. I know Pavel recommends train barefoot, and I do. And I go through phases of where I'll be barefoot, and if I do wear a shoe, it's usually an Allbirds. But then sometimes I'll go to a Hoka, and I'll just go walk around and hike around, and it feels great. And I think it's good to be able to flex through these different kind of categories, that depending on the situation and how you're feeling that day. That's just my opinion. So we have the Hokas in here as well. And then directly opposite, we go to the Zero. We have Abby Sylvester. She's so strong and so awesome, covering the Zero Forza trainer shoe. So there we have the duality of the walking on clouds and then just pistol squats in a zero drop shoe, because you can do both. All right, bikes. Oh my God, this is a fun category. So it's a very expensive category compared to shoes or socks. E-bikes. We've been testing a lot of e-bikes, and I've narrowed down to just a few e-bikes in the category here. The one that I actually use every day. I bike to work with this bike, which is complete overkill, but I also take it to the mountains and run around with it, and it's been the most fun thing I've tested this year. That's saying a lot. It is the Quiet Cat IMX e-bike. It's actually a fat bike as well, and a full suspension bike. So electronic, full suspension, fat bike. So fun, and expensive, several $1,000s, but well worth it. More in the budget-friendly hybrid bike, the Charge XC e-bike. It's like the perfect city bike. You could do trails, you could do dirt trails. It's got really nice Goodyear tires. It's got lights built into it, so you got your safety covered. It's got a little basket on the back, so you can, attach your panniers to it if you want to. And then if you live in a small place, you can fold the handlebars to be flush with the wheel, and then you can hang it on the wall or just kind of stick it in a smaller space, so it doesn't take up a bigger space. Very smart layout, very easy to assemble. And then for the more experienced road bikers, there's the Vivo Centuri e-bike, which a lot of my fitness clients have actually picked up as a couple, and they love it. It's lightweight, it's nimble, the tires are good, it's quick. You can do category 1 or 3, so pedal assist, or you can go into zoom if you want to. With all the bikes you can do it actually, but that's a separate thing. And look, local laws where you can take those categories. Some places won't let e-bikes on trails or after a certain category or a certain speed, so check your local listings. How are you going to carry that e-bike to your next trip? Going to put it on a Yakima bike rack you've had for 10 years? Negative. That is going to break. So I learned that the hard way. I try and learn things the hard way to save you from learning the hard way. Boy, oh boy, did I fail at this. So we have these wonderful bikes, and especially that Quiet Cat. We're putting up an 80, 85-pound bike, and you go to put that on a traditional bike rack, and it's not going to hold. So I had to investigate and then research and work with a lot of companies. We work with, Kuat did a great job. I should have included them in the review as well. But the one that really stood out was the One Up. They're handmade in America, I believe Montana. Burliest thing I've ever seen. It could probably carry 2 motorcycles, to be honest. And it's just, when you see one of these, you're like, that's badass. And that's why I included it. It's the One Up Extreme Duty. Not Super Duty, not Heavy Duty, Extreme Duty. This thing will do a couple 100-pound bikes. It's the one. It's badass. But if you want a more attractive, sleek version that will carry one e-bike, we reviewed the Kuat Piston Pro. There are other bike racks out there for other kinds of bikes too. So we have reviewed from Kate and Paul the Kuat Piston Pro for traditional mountain bikes, and it was fantastic. Now on my setup, I have the One Up, and on top of the truck I have this next item, the Thule Approach Rooftop Tent. This is a 4 adult person rooftop tent, and it folds open, and it's got a mattress already inside of it, and it blew me away. It is our new favorite rooftop tent because it just is huge. It's easy to set up. I never thought it'd be easy to set up a soft-sided tent. This one is, and it packs up pretty quickly and has handled snow, and I've had it down to about 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Tomorrow night I'm going to have it down to about 5, maybe even 0 degrees Fahrenheit, so I'll report back on how it does. We've also had it much hotter temperatures and has a great ventilation system. I can't recommend it enough. It's just amazing. Prior to that, we had the Free Spirit Recreations Evolution Rooftop Tent, which I really like, and I can recommend for a different reason. It's a hard-sided tent, meaning it's all metal and it's flat. And the benefit, in my opinion, of that is you can then mount solar panels, which we did. I have 450 watts of solar on top of ours, and then you can power your appliances or your drones, or in our case, Starlink, so we have internet. It's a really cool setup, and you can store even more things in there. I keep a X bed, mega mat, and 2 or 3 10 or 20 degree down quilts, and then 1 Thermarest giant king size down blanket in there with pillows and lights, and it all stores in there really well. It sets up super easy. So if it's just you and a dog, or you and a person, I'd recommend the Free Spirit. It's just bomber. I've had it in the worst hailstorm I've ever seen. We had softball size hail. That hail was ripping through RVs, and we had this thing's up. We had dents, but nothing broke. But if you want soft-sided and you want more space, you got a family, the Thule approach is the way to go, hands down. If you don't mind more tight space and you want that flat panel for all those reasons I mentioned, then the Free Spirit, definitely the one you want for that. All right, and then if you really want to go bonkers, I included Super Pacific in here. Okay, they build out truck bed campers better than anything I've ever seen. So check those guys out. And then the gear that we take, overlanding, camping, having fun, Dometic. They make such a wide variety of awesome stuff. In this next part I have here, the Dometic Go compact camp seat, camp bench, and a little USB seat heater. It's fantastic. Then iCamper, another big guy in the group, iCamper Disco Series stove. It's the coolest stove I've ever seen. We test a lot of stoves, like a lot of stoves. And this one, you can cook 3 different ways. It has a wok. We did some steak on it. It's great. So I tried to cap it at that. I feel like there's a lot of offerings, a lot of different price points. And yeah, we're right at half an hour. That's a lot of stuff. I also linked to our last year's gift guide to cover more stuff, to give you more ideas. Hopefully me talking about this stuff was helpful, going in more detail. All the reviews and the videos are there. And if you do decide to purchase it, please click on our affiliate link. It supports us so we can go make these videos, create this content, the podcast, to help you hopefully make the best decisions with your hard-earned money. Appreciate all the support, really do. And it goes a long ways. This week we got notified that we're number 8 in the world for outdoor recreation podcast. And I don't care. I just want to know, and I only care about how it affects you guys, and if it helped you. That's all I care about. Just want to be useful to you. All the writers do. They just want to help. We just want to help you get outside. We want to help you be healthy and fit and happy and enjoy that quality of life. With that being said, I hope you have a happy, healthy, and fun holiday season. And until next time, take care.